What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Show and Tell Saturdays video. This is where I like to take a second to remind you guys to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for future uploads, like and comment on this video. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd surely appreciate it. Leave a comment or a question and I'll get back to you as soon as I can and answer your question to the best of my knowledge. Alright guys, this is one of the pieces that I told you in my last video. I believe it was the Mustang. I told you guys I was working on some other pieces off camera again, and this is one of them. We've got a Hot Wheels casting, a 1964 Chevy Nova wagon, and this is a custom I have done for a really good buddy of mine over in Louisiana. He is a big fan of the Moon Eyes stuff, and he's also a bow tie guy. So I thought I'd put together a little custom for him, surprise him with it. He does not know about it just yet, so by the time you guys see this video, he will have it, because I don't want him to see it until he actually sees it in person. But either way, I thought I'd go ahead and throw together a little clip of it for you guys. I'm also working on a couple more pieces off camera, and as soon as I get those finished up, I'll add those into this video so you guys will have a little bit more to check out. And then whatever project, whatever custom I get going on next, I'll actually do a video for you guys. Let's see. Anyway, we'll go ahead and just kind of talk about this one a little bit. Like I said, he's a Moon Eyes guy, so I went with the Moon Eyes decals on the doors there, as well as the you got one on the hood. And the little Moon Eyes decal up on the roof of the car. We'll go ahead and get you a shot of that one really quick. Not much to it. Kind of check out the weathering effects on the roof there, where the sun's been baking away at it. And then also took these wheels off of a Moon Eyes Cool Combi, a Hot Wheels premium casting. I thought they added a nice little touch to it. And then right here on the back, you can see it says Dad in the Hat. I think I've been talking to you guys a little bit about my Instagram channel lately. That's what I'm called on Instagram, Dad in the Hat. So I made myself up some new decals for that. Thought that was pretty cool. But to get to talking about the casting a little bit and some of the stuff that I did and used, and techniques that I use to get started. This is what the wagon originally looked like, and you guys can see it's still got the blister on it right here, because I'm going to package it back up for him. That way he gets to open it up and get that feeling and experience of opening up a car, because you know, I know me personally, I like to open them. It's just kind of a cool little feeling. So also it'll give him a chance that if he wants to keep it in the package and display it that way, he can. I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to want to open it up and check it out in full detail. Quite frankly, I hope that he does, because you know, I mean, I'd keep some of my stuff in the pack, but you know, that's kind of like the hard to find stuff, or you know, older stuff. But a lot of times I like to open mine and check them out and really enjoy them, because personally I feel like you can't really enjoy them until you take them out of that blister pack. But either way, that's that. And what I'll typically do, let's see if I can get you guys a shot of that real quick. I'll use this nail polish remover. This one is 100% pure acetone. You can find that at Walmart. It's pretty cheap stuff for as much of it as you get. I think it's only $3 maybe, something like that. But I like to use this one because it's clear. And I was using the stuff that you would get in like the hardware section of Walmart, but it is a orange color. And I don't think I have any. Well, this one might be a little bit. You might can see. It's kind of hard to see on camera. Either way, sometimes it'll leave the cardboard an orange color, and then when you go to repackage it, it just doesn't look that great. But so I use this clear stuff now, and in order to do that, basically I'll just dip my paintbrush in it, and then you're just going to hit the area where you want the blister pack to come off of the cardboard. You can go over it maybe 3 or 4 times, you know, dip it in, go over it, dip it in, go over it, dip it in, go over it. Do that 3 or 4 times, and then basically what it does is loosens up that glue, and it'll allow you to pull it right away from it. And then that way you can just, you know, use Elmer's glue, you know, typical white school glue stuff, and glue the package back together. And then talk about the technique a little bit. So for this particular case, I used this Rust-Oleum flat red primer, which I believe used to be actually called Rust Color, and I believe they just recently changed it to flat red primer, but from what I understand, it is the same stuff. And that's where I get the Rust Color from. So basically what I do is just prime the car with that, and then I apply my paint. Now when I'm doing these weathering techniques, I don't use the airbrush to apply the paint. I'll go in, take a little sponge like this, and then just kind of dab the paint on, you know. And basically you're just gonna leave the areas that you want to have the rust effect without any of the paint. You're just not going to hit it with the paint or with the sponge. And you know, you don't necessarily want a smooth paint job on this type of casting, because, you know, as you know, it's getting the rust from sitting out in the weather, in the sun, baking in, just the rain hitting it and then baking in the sun again. And you know, when it does that, it tends to distort the paint, fade the paint, you know, completely diminish the paint in some areas, as you can see, showing that rust color down on the metal once it's been rusted out. So that tends to work out really well. And then I've also talked to you guys about using eyeshadow, and I'll give you a little shot of that. Just some stuff I picked up at Dollar Tree. You know, you want to look for the browner color stuff, the oranger shades to the eyeshadow, because, you know, there's different colors of rust, and you know, I haven't quite captured them all on this particular casting. Hopefully I'll get a little bit better at doing that. But either way, you can pick that up at Walmart, Dollar Tree, cheap stuff. It doesn't have to be expensive. You do want to try and stay away from anything that has little sparkles to it, the metallic looking eyeshadow stuff, because it's just going to leave little sparklies in your rust paint, you know. And I don't know, personally I don't think it looks good, but ultimately it's whatever you think looks good. If that's what you got, that's what you use, and you like it, then so be it. But we're gonna wrap it up, guys. Like I said, I'll show you the other 2 pieces that I'm working on when I get them finished up, and then we'll try to get this video wrapped up. Stick around, they'll be right up. Alright guys, here's a couple more pieces that I wanted to share with you for this show and tell Saturdays. These again are a couple of pieces that I did off camera, and I've mentioned to you guys before, the reason I do some of these off camera is just simply because it takes up a lot of my time to try to shoot little sections of the video, and usually I don't have a whole lot of time, so you know, it prevents me from moving forward with the build process, and that is why I do some of them off camera, as well as it just kind of gives me something to do while I'm in between, you know, having the time to sit down for a minute and film these little sections of the video. And I know that doesn't really kind of make sense. If I have time to work on these, why wouldn't I have time to shoot the video? But there's a lot of things that play into it. You know, I've said before, kids hollering in the background, blah blah blah, whatever. There's just reasons for it. So anyway, that's the reason for the show and tell Saturdays. So again, a couple more pieces I wanted to share with you guys. You can see we've got a 93 Ford Mustang SSP. These are matchbox castings, and these both started out as the Texas State Trooper cars, And you can see that I've decided to make them Florida Highway Patrol State Trooper cars. Why? Because I'm in Florida and I'm a huge fan of these cars. I just love the way they look. I'm a huge fan of Florida in general. I love my state. So I decided, you know, I wanted some FHP cars. I've shopped around for them. You know, I found, I believe I've got like a Tahoe or I think it's a Tahoe something, maybe a Suburban, or I don't think it's a Suburban. Either way, I've got one piece that I found, and it's okay. It's not a great piece. I mean, I enjoyed finding it out of the flea market one day because, like I said, I didn't have any and I really wanted some. And, you know, I can buy some Fox body, you know, FHP cars, but, you know, we do custom. So I thought, why not just do my own? Plus, you know, like I said, I love these cars, especially the Mustang FHP cars. So I ended up with tons and tons of these cars because I just can't seem to not buy them whenever I come across them. And either way, wanted to do a couple. So here you have 2 FHP cars. You can see I've detailed the parking lights on the front as well as the roof lights. You know, I did customize a Matchbox SSP before. It was the Boone County Sheriff car, but as far as it wasn't a full custom. I just did a wheel swap on it and did some details on it. And when I did the light bar on the top of that one, I actually took a small piece of paper and just cut it down to size so that it would fit up inside that light bar, because on the inside of it, it is actually hollow. And, you know, I took that little piece of paper, cut it down to size, you know, got it to fit up in there, and then pulled it back out, and then I colored it, you know, with marker or something like that. And then I just put it back up in there, and I actually did a red light on one side and a blue light on one side. It looked pretty good. But when I was doing this one, I thought instead of doing that, I'll just actually paint the inside of it. So that's what I did. I actually painted the inside of it with some acrylic paints. Same thing I did with the lights in the back window. Painted those with acrylic. Got the brake light back there as well as the flashing lights. You can see on the backs of the car here, we did the brake lights and stuff. You can see the little FHP tag on the back there. You know, a lot of times I make my own decals, but I can't print in white toner, so in this case I happened to buy these decals. I got them at a really good price, and to me it was totally worth it because, like I said, I wanted to do it, and the only way for me to put them on that black car was to buy them from somebody that could actually print with white toner. So that's what I did. I got the little Ford emblem on the front there. That's a little decal. Let me tell you, that's probably one of the tiniest decals I've ever had to cut out and deal with. But I managed to get them on there, and very happy with the outcome of this whole thing. In general, I mean, to me, they look absolutely fantastic. Got the State Trooper over the front fenders, FHP on the back fender there. You got your the Florida State seal, Florida Highway Patrol emblem on the doors as well as on the trunk lid. And then you can see I decided to keep one of these with the original stock cop car looking plastic Matchbox wheels. Since I was doing 2, you know, I wanted to kind of look stock, and then I did this one to kind of look more of like a souped up turbo. You can see it spinning back around here. I did the wheel swap on it, put a nice set of chrome 5 stars on it with some Falcon tires. Upgraded its wheels a little bit so it can handle those curves and maneuvering a little bit better. But either way, that's going to do it for this show and tell Saturdays. I hope you guys enjoyed these. Again, I absolutely love these. These are both going to go up in my collection. I actually had told a guy right before I made these, a buddy of mine is also a Fox Body fan. He collects, you know, everything that I do. If it's a Fox Body, he wants one. So I've gotten him a bunch of these SSPs, and told him I was going to be doing these, and You know, he's actually bought some Mustang Customs from me before, so I offered him one of these, and or I told him one would be available. I didn't necessarily offer it to him. I don't know, however you want to look at it, but now that they're done, I'm keeping them both. I love them that much, putting them both up in my collection. If he so happens, you know, I've showed them to him and he thought that they were nice, but he didn't mention it. So if he decides he wants one, I'll just do another one for him, because I don't want to get rid of either one of these. But either way, again, that's going to wrap it up, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show and tell Saturdays. Thanks for checking out the video. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.